Everyone. Welcome all of you for the cost and management accounting class of third BCom. Okay, in last video we already discussed about the syllabus. Okay, now we'll see about the first chapter of the fifth semester. Okay, that is the job and batch costing. Okay, under that first we'll see the job costing. Under that we first will see the meaning of job costing. Okay, meaning of job costing. The Chartered Institute of Management Accountant CMA London defines job costing as that form of specific order costing which applies where work is undertaken according to customer specifications as distinct from contract costing. Each job is of comparatively short duration. Okay, under the job costing is nothing but normally the industries are broadly classified in two types. One is mass production, one is job order. Under the mass production means they are producing the products, or their production is in mass way. Okay, under the job order it's nothing but job costing. It's nothing but the production is done against the customer specification and orders. As per the customer's orders or as per the customer's taste and preference, they are going to produce the products. Okay, they are not producing mainly for the stock or inventory, not to keep in godowns. Okay, they only producing if there is a requirement, if there is a order from the customer, then only they are going to produce the products. Okay, so job costing is nothing but job production is done against the customer specification and orders. Only if there is a order from the customers, then only they are producing the products. Okay, each job is different from others. So because here the mainly their main concern is customer satisfaction, and so their job is different from others. Each job is different from others because customers taste and preference are different from one customer to another customer. Okay, next we'll see the what are the main examples of job orders then. Okay, job orders examples, for example, printing press. Okay, and the printing presses, they are printing the any invitations or any books. If there is a order, okay, if there is a order, then only they are going to print the uh, books or any other invitations. Okay, then construction of building. Okay, if there is a need or if there is an order from the particular owner, then only they are building the buildings, right? Otherwise they are not building and they are not keeping in stock. Building of buildings and construction of bridges and construction of roads and shipbuilding and the furniture making and the repair shops and the interior decoration or the management consultancy, advertising. These are the main examples of the job costing. Okay, next we'll see the features of job costing. What are the main features of job costing? Okay, first one, production against customers order. Okay, as I said in the meaning, okay, the production in job costing is generally against the customer's order but not for stock. Okay, production against the customer's order. If there is a order from the customer, then only there is a production, not for the stock. Special treatment. Second one is the special treatment. Each job has its own characteristics and needs special treatment because each job is different from one to another, and each customer is important in this particular order. So there is a special treatment for the each job. Okay, then no uniformity in the flow of production. There is no uniformity because it's in this mainly they are based on the preferences of taste and preferences of the customers. So the taste and preferences are different from one customer to another customer, right? So there is no uniformity in the production. Next one is the cost unit. Cost unit, each job is treated as a cost unit under this method of costing. Each job, a particular job is treating as the separate cost unit. Okay, separate cost unit because one job is not related to the another one. So this is the separate cost unit. Okay, next one is the identification of jobs. Each job is distinctively identified by production order throughout the production process. Identification of job means each job is here identified, or each job, one job is different from another job, so each job is important here. Okay, then ascertainment of cost. The cost of production of every job is ascertained after completion of the job. Under this, cost of the each job is ascertained after the completion of a particular order. Okay, after the completion of the particular order, they are ascertaining the cost of the particular job. And the difference in work in progress. The work in progress differs from period to period according to the number of jobs in hand, right? Okay, work in progress is different from time to time, because sometimes there may be many orders of job, sometimes there may be no orders of job, so it's different from time to time. Next, preparation of separate cost sheet. Under this, there is a need to preparation of the separate cost sheet for the each job, because one job is different from another. Okay, so we need to prepare separate cost sheet for the each job, and should enter all the details about a particular job, duration of the job order, or the amount required for the job order, or the estimated cost written by the side by comparing the actual cost and each job against the price charged for the each job. Okay, so preparation of the separate cost sheet for the each job is need in case of the job order. Okay, or job costing. Okay, next we will see the objectives of job costing. What are the main objectives of job costing? What are the main objective of calculating the cost of the each job? Okay, first one, ascertainment of cost. Okay, what are the main objective? Ascertainment of the cost of each job, right? Okay, cost of each job is ascertained separately. This helps in finding out the profit or loss on each individual job, right? Ascertainment of cost very important to know the profit or loss on each particular job. Next one is the determination of profitable and unprofitable jobs. Okay, it enables the management to know those jobs which are more profitable and those which are unprofitable. Some jobs are profitable and some jobs are unprofitable. So to know the which job is profitable and which is not profitable, for this there is a need of the job costing. Next, basis for estimation. It provides a basis for determining the cost of similar jobs undertaken in future, right? Estimation, by calculating the job of a particular job order, okay, particular order, we can estimate the jobs cost of similar jobs undertaken in future. Okay, so next one, controlling cost. It helps the management in controlling cost by comparing the actual cost with the estimated cost. Controlling cost. So we can control the cost by comparing the actual cost with the estimated cost. Next one, assessing correctness of estimation. Assessing the correctness of the estimation. It helps to indicate through comparison of actual cost of a job with its estimated cost whether the estimation is incorrect or the actual cost is excessive. So assessing correctness of estimation, whether the estimation is correct or not, we can assess in case of the job costing. Okay, next we'll see the what are the advantages of job costing. What are the main advantages of job costing? Okay, first, detailed analysis of cost. As I told in the features, detailed analysis of cost is possible in the case of job costing because here we are preparing the job cost sheet for each job separately. So detailed analysis we can get under the job costing. Next, determining profitable and unprofitable job. Same as told in the feature, which is the profitable job, which is the unprofitable job. Next, basis for estimation. Okay, it is the main base for estimation because we can, by comparing the actual with the standard, we can it provides a proper basis for estimating the cost of similar jobs which are undertaken in the future. Okay, next one, preparing the budgets. Cost data made available under job costing helps in preparing budgets for future. Okay, for preparing budgets, okay, cost data which are we are preparing the cost sheet for each job. So these cost sheets are helpful to preparing the budgets in the futures. Okay, next one, reducing spoilage and defectives. Spoilage and defective work. Okay, next one is the reducing spoilage and defectives. Spoilage and defective work can be discovered for every specific job, and management can take effective steps in reducing these to be minimum. Okay, spoilage and defective work can be reduced because here we are producing as per the order of the customers. Okay, there is no excess production, so spoilage and defective work can be discovered to every specific job, and management can take effective steps to reducing these to the minimum. Okay, next one, facilitate cost control. Okay, it facilitates cost control by enabling comparison of actual cost with the estimated or standard cost. Facilitate cost control, we can control the cost by comparing the actual with the estimated. Next, determination of trends of cost. The detailed cost records of the past year are used for statistical purposes in the determination of the trends of the cost of different types of jobs and their relative efficiencies. Okay, by preparing the cost sheet, okay, it's possible to these cost sheets can be used for statistical purposes for determining the trends of the cost of different jobs. Okay, we can compare the jobs cost of the different jobs, and we can and relatively efficiencies, we can find out their efficiencies. These are the main advantages of job costing, and there are some disadvantages of job costing. Okay, first one is there are more clerical work. Okay, it involves more clerical work, as cost of each job is to be calculated separately, because here cost sheet we need to prepare the cost sheet of each job separately, as it is so more it includes the more clerical work. Okay, as such it is expensive, laborious, and chances of errors are more. So it's more expensive, labor work, it includes lot of labor works, and chances of errors are more. Okay, next, historical costing. It is a historical costing. Job costing is essentially historical costing, since all costs incurred are recorded and ascertained after the completion of the job. Under this, one more disadvantages is here they are following the historical cost method, because after completion of the each job they are finding the cost each after completion of each job order they are computing the cost of the jobs. So it has all the defects of historical costing, which do not enable prompt remedial actions unless it is used with standard and estimated costing. Okay, because historical methods using. Okay, next one, production planning and control. In job costing, each job is different from other jobs. Each job is different from other jobs. Okay, production planning and controls are difficult. There is no similar jobs, right? Each job is different from different. So production planning and control are different. We cannot adopt the same methods, same procedures for the all the jobs, because each job is different here. So to managing or to production or to planning is very difficult in the job costing. Okay, this is about the theory part of the job costing. Okay, thank you.